Welcome to your Wellspring Wednesday. My name is Sara, a certified trauma recovery coach with Full Circle Wellspring. There is no one-size-fits-all healing process designed for trauma survivors. The truth is, each of us has to individually tap into our inner wellspring to find a regimen that works. These episodes are dedicated to finding, exploring, and using those inner resources that I believe all survivors have in order to live their best healed life. Let's get started. Today we're going to talk about the Labyrinth. I often refer to this thing we do as a trauma recovery journey, a path, a road. If I'm honest though, it's basically a labyrinth. It's complicated, dizzying at times, twisty, and topsy-turvy. There's not just steps forward and steps back like with any lifestyle goal or achievement worth doing. Because trauma is messy, the recovery will be so as well. There's really no easy way around this, and for that, I'm truly sorry. For myself and anyone listening or reading, I am really sorry. It's heartbreaking to think about how much more pain we must endure in the name of healing. In the sake of rebuilding the puzzle, we must dump the puzzle box over. In order to find the regimen that works for you and the right meds or therapeutic interventions, one must fail again and again. Failing forward is really important though, because when you fail, you must learn and then not give up and get up and keep going. However, while in the throes of trauma recovery, you often want to, or do for a time, give up. There isn't a timeline on this like other medically intricate healing types. There isn't a trauma recovery surgeon who's going to set up a pre-op and a surgery date and then a post-op follow-up care routine that lasts just 10 to 12 weeks. This sounds really bleak so far, so let me pause for a moment and remind you that this is worth it. Also, you should know that there are many good twists and turns in this labyrinth. This is also where it gets good because even though you may still be in a muddy patch of your trauma road, you may have some eye-opening revelation about yourself. You may make a lifestyle change that makes a huge difference, or you may learn something important about your attachment style that helps you even more in your healing. These twists of the maze seem to take you down a great path momentarily. You get a fresh strength, even with just a small insight. Maybe you finally, through mindfulness and lots of practice, have a healthy trigger reaction that blows your own mind. And now you're so excited to run down the corridor of this thing, realizing and recognizing that you're starting to see light at the end of the tunnel. Just keep in mind that around another labyrinthian corner, a big life event or a family get-together may not be such an enjoyable stretch. You also sometimes will run into old habits or addictions. There will be times when you wake up and your trauma brain is so loud for no apparent reason that you get stuck in bed for days feeling sorry about all of your failed hard work and other lies that your trauma brain will tell you. A friend's comment about their parents may derail a moment of your painful adventure of having no contact with your own parents. Let's not forget that while we're working on this trauma recovery mess, we're also humans, living a regular life, just trying to go to work and school and have a social life and live our dreams. So in the mix of all of these wild, winding ways is actual real life, where friends let you down, jobs get lost, pets die, kids get sick, cars break down, and other normal human stressors. So sometimes it becomes appropriate to put your healing work on hold while you handle a regular life crisis. Okay, see, now I've gone back into the bleakness, so let me recalculate our route for us. Recalibrating back onto a positive track, another day in your healing may look like a therapy session that leaves you with an actual smile. a good cry that makes you feel so whole, or a good friend's encouragement to you after they notice some healthy changes in you. These days, we are enthusiastic about walking the maze another step or 2 or 10. There is no right or wrong way to do this. There's only forward, even if it's a dead end. Yes, sometimes you have to backtrack. Even if it's not pretty, even if you consult a map and then you still get lost, it is worth it, even if some days you are in this intricate, confusing journey by yourself. And also, there are checkpoints along the way, I promise. Moments of no return, like a Mario Kart video game. It's like life's redemption to give you a leg up after you've tried so hard. You can, save your progress. So if the whole system crashes, it's all there whenever you're ready to go back at it. Along the way, like a marathon, there are people throwing water on you and giving you gel packs of nutrients, cheering you on and waiting at the finish line to snap your success photo. Truth be told, though, I don't know if trauma recovery mazes have a complete finish line, but I do know that not all the days are bad and hard. Eventually, with the right psychological support, finding your stride and self-care regimen, and sticking with it long enough, things do seem to have more ease. When you get knocked off the path, it does get easier for your brain to recognize the importance of getting back up and trying again. Kicking old habits, for instance, is hard, but the more times that you conquer each of them, the more readily your brain will respond to minor slip-ups going forward. This isn't the most comfortable episode I've made. I'd rather be here telling you that within 10 to 12 weeks, your trauma will be reversed. That after 3 months of treatment, your pain will be in remission. I wish it was that easy for myself as well. We're in this together. As a trauma recovery coach, my pledge is to see you through this maze, not promising to know a trick to get you out of it, but a promise to support and guide you as you figure it out for yourself. If this episode was painful for you to hear, or if this all seems too daunting, feel free to send me a message on the Connect tab of my website. I'd love to encourage you and resource you so you don't feel so trapped in the labyrinth alone. Thank you for joining me for today's episode of Trauma Survivorhood. This has been written and created by your host, Sara, a trauma recovery coach. For more info about me, trauma recovery resources, or to check out our support groups, classes, free survivor circles, private coaching, and more, visit www.fullcirclewellspring.com. Schedule a complimentary 20-minute discovery call to see if coaching is right for you. For the latest info on schedules and updates, follow us on Facebook at Full Circle Wellspring. All other media, social links, blogs, and show notes are posted in the episode guide below. Until next time, be well, survivors.